The nationally ranked Cougars soccer team is turning in their BYU blues this week for a shade of pink as they support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is one of the better teams the Cougars have had in years, and as True Blues' Jarom reports, Lindsi Lisonbee is a big reason why.
Lindsi Lisonbee didn't always want to go to BYU. In 2008, the Park City native committed to Portland, a perennial top 5 program. However, she had a change of heart and came to Provo.
This is better than I even imagined, to be honest. Everything that I've ever wanted in a college experience, I've gotten it so far. I love the team, love the coaches, love the atmosphere of the place, and I'm close to home too, which is nice. I can be close to my family. I'm glad I did it because I'm happy here.
I think Lindsi will be one of the very best to ever wear a BYU jersey. I don't doubt that. Like I said, sometimes Lindsi doesn't realize how talented and how good she is.
The 5'10" defender came to the Cougars with loads of experience, including 4 years with the United States national teams.
It was an awesome experience. I learned a lot. I grew a lot as a player. To play with great players like that pushed me to become a better player.
Lindsi has a lot of experience at the very, very highest level. And just the speed of play and the decision making and the physical play that she's had, I think has really helped her as she's brought her game here to BYU.
Last season as a freshman, Lisonbee played alongside All-American Andrea Willis. And this season, Lisonbee calls the shots on a talented back line.
I think a lot of us had, we were kind of nervous about that spot being filled. I think everybody was. We thought about that because Andrea was such a solid defender. But it was very obvious from the very beginning of preseason, her freshman year, that she was going to fill that spot very well.
Lindsi's done a tremendous job. I think it was a big advantage for her to come in as a freshman and play next to Andrea. And Andrea did a tremendous job kind of mentoring her, and I think helping Lindsi have the confidence to get out there and play.
The sophomore can play just about any position with her blend of height, speed, and touch.
She's tall, and I feel like you don't normally see, especially with girls, I think mostly, you don't see tall girls very fast. She can run through any hole and beat any player on the dribble.
And she does remind me a lot of Alicia. When Alicia played, she just kind of glides out on the field and plays almost effortlessly. Although Lindsi works very hard, trains very hard, and competes very hard, she makes the game look easy.
I've played everywhere, to be honest. I started off as a center mid. My senior year, I played forward. I played really everywhere.
The Cougars hope to continue their wildly successful season, led by talented players like Lisonbee, to a title.
But we could be a national championship team if we wanted to. I think we've got potential and we've got the talent to do it.
Jarom, True Blue.
Jarom in studio with us. So Lindsi is a defender, but yet one of the leading goal scorers on the team.
Yeah, she scored 7 career goals, has a couple of assists as well in almost 2 seasons now, and she's a sophomore. She's a target in the box on set pieces, and then she'll take long-distance kicks as well. Just a good all-around player who could play just about any position.
Well, I'm fascinated about the soccer team because it seems like so many of the players we feature on True Blue are sophomores and juniors. Very young and very good.
Yeah, Jennifer Rockwood, Chris Watkins, and that coaching staff have done a great job of balancing out the talent that comes in. And let's be honest, when a recruiting class comes in, you have an idea of what you hope happens, but what actually happens is normally different. But with BYU, it's been solid and consistent of solid balance and good class distribution where you have solid sophomores and juniors, not to mention some seniors and some freshmen sprinkled in.
So they're 12-2-1. They've got 3 conference games left before the tournament in San Diego. Chasing New Mexico now after losing to the Lobos in double overtime the other night.
Yeah, they don't control their own destiny at this point. They need some help from other conference teams. But at home, BYU should bring home 2 victories this week. Next week at Utah, and then they have a big non-conference game that will bump the RPI a little bit at Santa Clara, future West Coast Conference opponent. But they need New Mexico to lose, and the Lobos' strength has been not allowing goals all year. They're one of the top teams, if not the top in the nation in goals allowed. They didn't give up one against BYU, and they got one in double overtime.
Either way, BYU's destined for the NCAA tournament,
Absolutely.
Right?
I think they've already punched an at-large ticket.
All right, outstanding.